is here. What's the matter, Evelyn?
I'm frightened. It's that time of year again, isn't it?
Yes, it is that time again.
Tell me once more how it all happened.
Well, we grew up closer than this is our birthday.
Why are we weeping?
Shared our bed.
And wore the same clothes.
I wake up first.
And I stare at you sleeping.
Evelyn, Evelyn.
We have a question.
If conjoined twins were in speech,
Could they do a duo?
or would that be considered touching?
We're asking for a friend.
Evelyn
Evelyn
by Jason Webley.
and Amanda Palmer.
The year is 1985.
And on a small farm on the Kansas-Colorado border, a young mother is about to give birth.
The local doctor has predicted twins, but the birth does not go well.
The presiding physician is Dr. Charlie Von Kook, a local denture maker of dubious training and eccentric religious beliefs.
The labor is long and painful, and Louisa Neville is pronounced dead by the doctor at 11:23 a.m.
On the 11th day of September,
Precisely 12 minutes after the birth of her twin daughters. May her soul rest forever in peace.
the girls are Parapagus tripus dibrachius twins, conjoined at the side, and sharing between them
3 legs, 2 arms, 2 hearts, 3 lungs, and a single liver. Without hesitating, Dr. Von Kook places the infants on the operating table.
muttering biblical quotations of doubtful accuracy. The doctor leaves the trailer and returns with a gas-powered chainsaw.
At this very moment, Sheriff Wilbur Owens, having noticed the Nevilles' car parked outside the clinic, steps inside to see if he can be of assistance.
Seeing the crazed doctor hovering above the newborns, the valiant sheriff draws his pistol.
And fires. As the bullet pierces his heart, Dr. Von Kook emits a cry and stumbles backward.
Samuel Neville is still in a state of shock over the death of his young wife and the alarming physiology of his daughters.
When the chainsaw blade strikes him in the neck, killing him instantly. Distraught, the good sheriff takes the crying infants to his car.
Less than 2 hours into the drive, an oncoming truck swerves, crosses the median, and strikes the sheriff's car.
The sheriff is thrown into the windshield and knocked unconscious. He will die 30 minutes later from loss of blood.
Meanwhile, the world is a sea of feathers as the truck's cargo of live chickens spill onto the road.
A small, awkward man limps out of the truck's cab. His eyes focus on the twin girls calmly looking up at him from the back of the trailer.
He lifts the girls and sets them into the cab of his vehicle. Evelyn, do you ever feel lonely?
But you are always with me, Evelyn. The year is 1991, and on a chicken ranch just outside of Claxton, Georgia, twin sisters are waiting for their supper.
The farm is owned and operated by Alfred McCluck.
A simple man with a not entirely bad heart.
He never knew how to best take care of the twin girls that came into his life shortly after their birth.
So he raised them the only way he knew how. In a 2-foot by 2-foot wire mesh cage on a diet of mash, crumble, pellets, and egg booster.
On one clear September day, during the sisters' 6th year on the farm, McCluck does not come at mealtime.
Night falls, and still he does not appear.
Days pass, and the chickens in the neighboring cages begin to die.
Finally, desperate to find food, the twins break free from their cage.
Half delirious with hunger, the twins make their way out to the road.
Little time passes before a dusty black Cadillac drives by and pulls over.
A tall, mustachioed man steps out of the vehicle.
He smiles at the girls and presents them with the first candy they have ever tasted. A Twix bar, which they share in silent, awed delight.
He lifts the girls and sets them into the dark, spacious trunk.
In the following days, the girls are transferred into the trunks of several other cars by many other kindly, candy bar offering men until they reach their final destination at a lakeside lodge in Manitoba.
The Underwood is a cozy waterfront cabin along the shores of Lake Winnipeg.
It is also the home of Budding Flowers Enterprises, which specializes in the production and distribution of photographs and VHS tapes for a clientele with unique tastes.
The girls are welcomed by Miss Devora Balker, the lodge's proprietress. Upon finding that the girls have no names, she christens them Eva and Lynn.
Names that neither she nor the twins themselves are able to keep straight. The twins' days at the Underwood are relatively comfortable.
They are well cared for.
The food is delicious, and there are always many other girls their age. But these happy times do not last. And over time, Mrs. Bulger becomes more peculiar and even less friendly.
The twins begin to notice a disturbing tendency for girls to disappear from the Underwood around their 12th or 13th birthdays.
The sisters never speak of this, but they brace themselves for something terrible.
Evelyn.
Yes, Evelyn?
I had the most terrible dream. I was walking in a huge city. It was so quiet, and I knew something was very wrong.
The year is 1996.
And in a circus trailer in Fargo, North Dakota, twin sisters are tidying up their quarters.
Every night, to the delight of audiences across the country, the girls appear in center ring, singing and strumming their ukulele atop Bimba and Kimba, the world's only known conjoined twin elephants. The twins feel they have found true soulmates in Bimba and Kimba, whom they affectionately refer to as Elephant, Elephant. Bum, 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 elephant, elephant, big and strong and gentle and intelligent.
Intelligent.
How could I feel blue? I've got my sister at my side and an elephant to ride.
The twins and the elephants are inseparable.
But one terrible August morning, Bimba and Kimba refuse to take their food.
Due to the unsanitary conditions of their quarters and an improper diet of popcorn and cotton candy, the elephants have contracted a rare form of elephantine diphtheria, compounded by early onset Alzheimer's disease.
For the next 2 weeks, the twins can only watch helplessly as their companions become sicker and weaker.
And one grim September day,
The sisters' 16th birthday,
Bimba
and Kimba die. Da 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 da. The twins are devastated.
Without Bimba and Kimba, life is but a terrible and meaningless void.
As time passes, the emotionally exhausted sisters fall from favor within the circus.
Increasing their discomfort is the pair of radical groups that have taken an interest in the twins.
The first faction claims to represent an organization called FASN, the Foundation for Always Separating Siamese Twins Everywhere Now. Wielding surgical saws and blunt carving knives, FASN members chide ticket buyers for supporting an abomination of God.
The second group operates under the acronym SPLIT,
The Society for the Preservation of Linked Identical Twins.
SPLIT believes that conjoined twins will play a critical role in the second coming of Christ.
One day before a matinee in Sacramento, a chaotic brawl erupts between the two factions, and one FASN member gets alarmingly close to the twins with a hacksaw.
Stricken with fear, the twins know they are no longer safe at the circus.
That night, the eve of their 19th birthday, the twins make a resolution to leave the traveling show forever.
And I realized you weren't there. I called for you, but...
Hush! It's just a dream. Everything will be better soon. The year is 2004, and on an open stretch of road outside of Yakima, Washington, two sisters have walked 9 miles under cover of night to Interstate 82.
Not knowing where to go, the twins walk into the nearby Don't Tell motel.
The motel is run by one Montgomery Lubavitch. When it becomes apparent that the twins have no means to pay for their stay, Mr. Lubavitch offers to employ them in exchange for lodging and food.
They're given a small cot in the corner of the boiler room and are put to work stuffing envelopes,
Licking stamps,
and filling out hundreds of sweepstake applications every day on Mr. Lubavitch's behalf.
more so than ever before. The twins feel lonely at the Don't Tell, so they busy themselves composing songs and practicing their ukulele technique.
After 2 years, Mr. Lubavitch teaches the girls to search for and print the online sweepstakes by themselves.
One day, the girls mistakenly stumble upon a social networking site. MySpace. Check out today's hot featured artists.
They see the profiles of many musicians and performers and notice the great number of
Friends they have. They are amazed and intrigued. Late one night, the twins creep out of the boiler room to the front desk computer to create their very own music profile. Their heartbeats quicken as their first song begins to upload.
Think of all the friends we're gonna have, Evelyn.
Thousands. Thousands and thousands of friends, Evelyn.
I'm so excited, Evelyn.
I just want control over the way they see my face.
I just want
to friend the entire human. I just want. Myah.